Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's been a minute, I know. I'm ducking in the bushes, but no, I'm back. Like y'all, it's not like y'all was waiting for y'all wasn't waiting for me. Anyway, let me stop rambling. Welcome back to my video, guys. As you know by the title, we're talking about my birthing story and why giving birth to me was the best feeling in the world. And we're going to get into it. So make sure you stay till the end of the video because that last one is a good one. And I'm going to try to make it through this video without being too goofy and rambling and doing the things that I do. So let's get right into it. Gosh, I just want to put a disclaimer out there first of all before I even get into the reasons why childbirth was just the most amazing feeling for me. I want ladies who, the reason why, let me backtrack. The reason why I'm putting out this video is to help expecting mothers have some good information out there. I remember when I was, going through my pregnancy, which wasn't like my favorite thing to do, but that's a whole nother video on why I disliked being pregnant in the first place. But I was watching a lot of videos of like this tumultuous birth, all this pain I'm gonna go through, and I'm just thinking months and months and my stomach is getting bigger, and I'm like, how in the world is this baby coming out? So you may be thinking about that right now. If you're an expecting mother and you are looking at this video, I want you to know that it's going to be okay. Everything is going to be fine, God willing, and I also want to say, like, this is just my part of the story. This is just my perspective and what happened to me while I was in the throes of giving birth and how it felt to me. I am in no way, shape, or form saying that this could be your experience, and but I do want you to know that there's a chance that it could be your story, and that there are stories like mine in regards to giving birth. So let's hop right into it. Now that we got through all of that other stuff, let's get to the nitty gritty. I kind of just want to walk you guys through like my whole pregnancy was pretty chill. I had no complications. This was during COVID, by the way. I had a COVID baby. Yes, I did. And so this was during COVID. So most of my time being pregnant was spent working because I was an essential worker, and also going to the doctor like a lot. Like once every 2 weeks I'm at the doctor's office. But let's get to the birthing. So the day before my birth, I gave birth, I was out in DC because it was my birthday. My birthday is on January 8th. I gave birth on the 10th. That is my son's birthday. Yes. So during that time, I was out, I was walking, we was at the mall, we was going to dinner, we was like, having a slice, me and my friends, just hanging out. So I was pretty much active during that time. But the night before the 10th, during that night, I was very restless. And I was having pains, which now that I'm looking back on it I thought it was Braxton Hicks, but because I was experiencing that through the weeks coming up to my birth, I was experiencing a lot of Braxton Hicks. So the day before, I didn't think that I was in labor for sure. I thought I was just having some Braxton Hicks contractions. And so, but I was just restless the night before. I'm in DC, mind you. I'm in DC and I'm just restless, trying to figure out why is this pain not going away. I really didn't understand it. But, I didn't think too much about it. I was like, it'll go away. That's what I was thinking. And so I went to bed. I went to sleep. And that is my first reason why. That is my first reason. I slept through most of my labor. I had a good old sleep. I slept for maybe I was up till probably like 2 a.m. I slept till like 6 or 7 the next morning. When I was able to get to sleep, I was just like, I'm overthinking it. This Braston Hicks is what I'm gonna call it, but really I was in labor. Really, I was in labor. I just didn't know, but I went to bed. I wasn't anxious. Yeah, so, there was no nerves. I'm just thinking this is like, another day of being, in my third trimester, being pregnant. So I really wasn't thinking I was in labor. I was just, a little bit restless, but I was able to go to sleep and I slept good. I didn't wake up. I slept really, really good in that hotel bed and it was just nice. So that's my first reason is just I slept through the beginning of my labor. So the beginning of my labor was pretty much chill and the large majority of it was just me sleeping basically. So that felt great actually, not to be just anxious, wondering, calling my doctor, going back and forth to the hospital, trying to see if is it ready yet? Is it time yet? Like I wasn't even thinking on that time because my due date was for the middle of January, but he ended up coming early, which I didn't even know. So it's just another thing that you have to like be aware of. The baby in your third trimester, the baby literally like after the 35 weeks or whatever, like literally in your third trimester, the baby can come at any time. That is my thought process. So he came at 37 weeks. And so in the beginning of my labor, I didn't even know I was in labor. I was just sleeping. So that was the first one. The next morning I wake up and I'm still in DC, and mind you, I live here in Maryland in Baltimore. So I'm in DC and the pain, I woke up to the pain and I was like, one of my good friends, she was like, girl, you're gonna have that baby today. And I was just like, I don't know. I was hunched over the bed. I was like, this pain just didn't go away. So like maybe I was thinking like, dang, I need to really get home because I do not want to give birth without my baby's father. Like I can't give birth here in DC. Like, no, I have to get home. So my friend's packing up my bag. We rushing out the hotel. I'm like waddling because I could barely do anything at this stage. But the pain wasn't that severe to me. But I have been known to have a sort of a high pain tolerance, I would say. So the pain wasn't that crazy for me. I would have contractions and then it was like, it was like far apart at this time. And then I would have pain, then it would be a while, then I would have pain. So I was just like, it wasn't as intense as I thought. The whole time while you're pregnant, or at least if this is your first child, you may be thinking like, gosh, how is the pain going to be? What's going to happen? Like you hear all these different stories. And from my perspective and from my experience, the pain wasn't that deep in the beginning. Like, all right, like I'm on my period. I got a little crampy cramp. Cool. I can get through this is what I'm thinking. So I'm in the car. I have to drive from DC back to Baltimore, basically in labor by myself. And I'm like, gosh, how am I going to do this? I was just thinking the whole time, God, please. I'm hunched over the steering wheel. I'm like, God, please let me just make it home so I can give birth with I just won't have to give birth alone and, do it the way that I think, my plan was to do it. So I made it home. My baby father, he was at work. And so I called him. I was like, look, I'm in pain. The pain's not going away. I'm going to the hospital. So he's like, cool, it's time. He rushed home. And while I get home, like, I'm, feeling the pain, but I took a shower. I already had my baby bag packed, so I was just like double checking stuff. I was making sure that I was shaved. I'm just thinking about like, people are going to be like, I'm gonna be naked, for the majority of this. I want to make sure that I'm not like looking crazy. Like I need to take a shower. I need to shave a little bit. I need to like, figure out what my hair is going to be looking like. It was like a thing. And so once my baby's father got there, we dashed on to the hospital. And it was just like a scene of one of the movies. It was just like, the scene of one of the movies, the guy is rushing his wife or his girlfriend to the hospital, and she's just screaming in pain and this, that, and the third. But he was speeding, okay? He was speeding. You was speeding in the car. Sorry for the noise. The heat just turned on. But yeah, so make it to the hospital. Mind you, this is during COVID, so they wasn't about to let him up there with me. It was like, okay, well, we'll take her, but you got to stay down here. And I was just like, that was probably the only time that I felt panicked during my whole birthing anything. Is like that was the one moment that I felt panicked, because I'm like, what do you mean you're not going to allow him? Like, he's the father of my baby. He needs to be with me, period. But I was in two minds. I thought about it, but then I'm like, I'm in a little bit more pain. Like, the contractions are getting there. So I'm brought into the emergency room, and automatically I just get an exam, and like I'm getting examined to see how far along I'm in. And I'm just shocked by the whole thing. Like, I'm a little bit in tears because the pain has gotten a little bit more intense. And then when she said, oh, she's 4 centimeters dilated, I was like, whoa. So this is my number 2 reason why. It's like, I'm feeling like labor is just going really quickly for me. Like, you hear all these stories of like, 20 hours, 30 hours of labor. And I probably did do that, but I was at home for the majority of it, thinking that I wasn't in labor, sleeping through the majority of that time. So when I got to the hospital, I was already 4 centimeters dilated. And that's what made this, it's just a building up of what I'm gonna get to in the last one. It's a building up to this. And these last two, you're really gonna see why these first two reasons are setting the scene for why everything just was like, amazing. I still think about it sometimes. I'm like, gosh, I would pop out 10 more babies if it felt like that. But anyway, I'm so dramatic. But anyway, so 4 centimeters dilated already, off rip. I'm thinking about everything in retrospect, but in the moment, I'm just like, get me to my bed. Like, I gotta pee. I'm feeling like because at this point, my water has not broken yet. At 4 centimeters dilated, your girl water has not broken yet. I guess that's the normal thing, but I don't know. I'm not a doctor. Go read about it. But yeah, so like labor was just quick. Things were just moving along. I think, they gave me some Pitocin. I was just fighting through the contraction. Mind you, I gave birth naturally. I did not have time to get an epidural. I want to say that again. I did not have time. I was thinking, like, it was part of my birth plan to let's try to hold out on the epidural for as long as possible. And I was thinking, okay, I can do this. I'm hanging on to the side of the bed, screaming. I was in there, like, the pain had gotten, like, out of control. And I think that's also a little bit of the reason why, y'all hold on to this. The pain was excruciating, because this is going to this is all part of what leading up to this big release. Like, the pain was building up. I'm feeling everything. I'm feeling it. I'm every pain, everything. I'm feeling like my body is literally ripping in half. It's like insanity, that pain. Whew, it's incredible how painful. But let me take what I say with a grain of salt. It's painful, yes, but it's not unbearable. It's not like it's not like you're dying. It's not like I felt like it's tolerable to a certain extent. After so many hours, I feel like you can go at least 6-7 hours of that pain, or at least I could have. So I'm in the hospital. That's my number 2 reason. Labor was quick. Things are just moving along, and I'm just feeling everything. I'm feeling, as I'm thinking about it, I felt I was in complete control of the whole dynamic of my birthing. I was just in complete control. I felt everything, so I knew things before the doctors even knew things. I'm like, the pain is intensifying. I think I'm in the hospital like 4 hours before I'm telling them, before my water breaks. My water breaks, I didn't know. I felt like, oh, I just peed on myself. That's what I felt like. I just peed on myself, but in all actuality, my water breaks at 8 centimeters at this point, 4 hours later, after I got to, so things are just moving along very quickly. Like I feel like if I were to would have went to like waited, like I never would have like quickly dilated, then I would have ended up getting that epidural for sure. I don't think I could have gone 10, 15, 20 hours of feeling that type of pain because my labor and the progression of my dilation was so quick. I did not have time to get the epidural. And so I just didn't end up getting it. By the time I was about to be fixing my lips after screaming for an hour or two, because I was about to fix my lips to ask for that epidural. By the time I did, I felt that I needed to push. I was like, I was fumbling around. I clicked that little button. I'm like, I need to push immediately right now. So they came in all lackadaisical, like she don't know what she's talking about. But then when the lady checks me, she looks all shocked and surprised. She's like, oh, you really are 10 centimeters dilated. And I'm like, yeah, the baby is coming. Like, get this baby. In my mind, at that moment, it was go mode. I'm thinking the baby has to come out now. I don't care what's happening right now. The baby is coming out, period. Like, let's move this along. So she's calling people. The doctor comes in suited up. They bring it in a tray or whatnot. And they're like, and then she's like, okay, push. And so I'm pushing. Guys, I kid you not. I didn't even wait. Like they tell you, okay, wait for the contractions to start pushing. No. I tried it. I felt like I was doing it wrong. The lady had to coach me a little bit, but once she told me how to actually push, I pushed 2 times and he came out. Boom. Simple as that. But this is my number 3. So, sorry, let me backtrack. Number 2 was a quick and easy delivery. I was in 4 hours of increase in dilation. Very quick. Everything happened. Boom, 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 boom. Number 3 is that no epidural. Yeah, number 3 is my no epidural. I'll come back to why that's important. But my number 4 reason why childbirth was like, this is really the main one. Number 5 is really the doozy, is like that secret weapon that makes it better. But this number 4 is what really is the kicker. It is the releasing of that pain. It is an instantaneous thing. You like a wave of relief just falls over your entire body. Once the baby comes out, it's just like euphoria. It's like, oh my gosh, yes. Thank you, God. It was so amazing. That feeling of like, I'm going to bring back to y'all remembrance when I was talking about how deep and intense the pain was. So think of it, it's just like the two, you're going from one extreme to the next. I'm in crucial, agonizing, body splitting pain. Then to in a millisecond, once the baby is out, it's gone. Poof, done. People search their whole entire lives to get pain relief like that. Doctors, medicine, chemists have created drugs and things to mimic this type of relief, and I felt it naturally. It was just like, whoa. Oh man, I could have dreams about how amazing that felt. Like better than any feeling. You can think about feelings, like, I mean, better than anything. My opinion, me, KB, better, period, better. I felt everything, and I felt that relief, that good feeling. I felt that in abundance. I was like, oh yes, period. The baby is out. They put him on me, and it was just like, oh man. So once I get through that, I'm just like in a high, yeah, just birds are flying, the sun is shining brighter, everything is just immaculate. Baby is perfect, you know what I mean? Mind you, he came out, he didn't even cry, he just looking. a little stinky stink. But oh man, the feeling of just like having them put the baby on you and it's just like, whoa, I'm a mom now. That's crazy. Like I have a baby. Like, are you kidding me? Like, I'm a mom. I have a baby. The baby is like on me. All this time of like having your baby inside your stomach, you're dreaming and fantasizing of what this moment would be like, and to actually step into that reality and then have it be there. It's a complete world-changing, life-altering thing, because your life just does this shift and now you're this way, and it's an immediate thing. It's an immediate thing. So loved it all. I'm gonna come back to my reason number 3. I'm kind of I'm jumping around a little bit, but y'all get the drift. I'll put the steps down in the description. When I go back to number 3, the reason why having no epidural was so crucial is because it helped me with my recovery process. I was able to get right up, like I'm up, like I'm not like doozy and woozy from the drugs. I don't have to take any other medications to help with this medication. I felt alert, I felt coherent, I felt in control of the whole thing. Honestly, things happened the way that, just a breeze, and my body recovered better from not going through that whole epidural process. Y'all can read about it. Google it, why having no epidural, having a natural birth, the pros and cons. Y'all can read about it, but in my opinion, I think it definitely aided in me recovering faster, and just, gave me a lot of confidence because I felt everything. I was able to instruct the doctors most time about what I needed and what needed to happen and this, that, and the third. So it was just really nice to feel like I was just really a part of everything, and I was aware of the birthing and my son, and I could really be present. So last but not least, this is the one. This is the one, guys. Drum roll. Okay, cool. Very active in the bedroom leading up to my birth. Take that how you will. Whatever the case, I'm going to just leave it at that. I'm not going to go into too much detail on why that was important and a game changer for the reason why my dilation process was sped up. Think about it. I mean, read about it on the internet, why the release of oxytocin, the preparing of the cervix, why that whole boom, boom, boom was good for me in the end. So that's where I'm gonna leave it. I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video, and if you're a first-time mom and my story and my birthing story gave you courage, gave you hope, gave you some peace about the whole situation, please leave a comment downstairs, not downstairs, leave a comment down there in the comment area, or feel free to hit me a thumbs up, or think about subscribing, up to you. But yeah, thanks so much, guys, and congratulations. I do pray that you have the most amazing birth, and if you're wanting to become a mom and it hasn't happened for you, have faith. It will happen. The things that are impossible for men are possible with God, and so just pray and have faith that it will happen for you. So with that said,